Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, and I'm here to review the February 1988 issue of the WWF magazine. So let's get to reviewing. Because of all, as always, the table of contents. Ads for the WWF Action Line. A Coliseum video on what George the Animal Steel. That's interesting. Around the ring. Just talking about the stuff that's going on. That's going to be in this magazine. Preparations for WrestleMania 4. Fan forum where fans write letters to the magazine, but they don't show the entire letter. They just show bits and parts of the letter and then comment about it. So this was different than Pro Wrestling Illustrated type of letters. Pictures of the WWF Women's Champion Sensational Sherry. WWF list of Who's My Valentine. As Valentine's Day looms, citizens of planet Earth are warned with amorous feelings. Despite their callous exteriors, the World Wrestling Federation superstars are experiencing similar tinglings on airplanes and in dressing rooms. The man monsters of the squared circle, not to mention WWF referees, ring attendants, and announcers, are busy scratching out love notes to special friends. To whom are they writing? Here's a peek. So I'll just read some of these Valentines. Tito Santana. Rick Martel and I, this is from Rick Martel, this is from Tito Santana. Rick Martel and I are very busy with Valentine's Day. Since we formed Strike Force, beautiful women from all over the world are wishing us good luck. They're calling us the Latin lover and the fiery Frenchman. So this year I want to thank all the classy ladies cheering us on. It's very important to have them in our corner. Incidentally, the ones I've met are super fine people. We admire them as much as they admire us. So that was for Tito Santana. Okay, let's read Rick Rude. It would be an injustice for me to have only one Valentine. Every time I walk into an arena, I am surrounded by lovely Valentines who love to watch me take off my robe and flex for them. I send a special wish to all the ladies whose hearts thump when when my abdominals ripple. Okay, Nikolai Volkov, Mother Russia, the land of real men. So I ain't gonna read all of them, but that's just some of their Valentines who they're sending Valentines to. Newsbreakers, the $1 Million Man tries to buy the WWF title. Because this is when Ted DiBiase tried to offer Hulk Hogan a bunch of money to actually buy the WWF World title. And then some managers, like at the time, Bobby Heenan saying he hopes that Hogan would never sell the title because he wants his men to win them for himself. He wants Andre to win them. He doesn't want Ted DiBiase to buy it from Hogan. He wants Andre to win it for himself. And they talk about Matilda being missing right here, but they don't say it was the Islanders who took him. So I don't know if they had another story going on before it actually happened on TV, but it just says Matilda's missing, but they don't say it was the Islanders that stole her. So maybe they had another storyline in mind, but then changed their mind. I don't know. Personality profile on the Ultimate Warrior. You know, him debuting in the WWF. WWF interview with Rick Rude. Ravishing Rick Rude. Battle of the Titans, King Kong Bundy versus Hulk Hogan. And this is the match where King Kong Bundy beat Hulk Hogan by count out when Bobby Heenan held Hulk Hogan's leg. Then Andre the Giant accompanied him to ringside, but then the referee had to kick Andre out. So then Hogan and Bundy was fighting out the ring. Bundy got back in the ring. Hogan was trying to get in the ring, but then Bobby Heenan grabbed his leg and held him, and Hogan got counted out. Then of course Hulk Hogan had to beat up Bobby Heenan. Poor Bobby Heenan. Jake the Snake Roberts, a lethal loner. They just talk about how Jake the Snake just runs by with Jake Snake runs by himself and he has no friends, just Damien, just his snake. The ads for subscriptions to the WWF magazine. And they also got some of the back issues. Ken Haynes and Patera stopped Demolition. This is when Demolition beat up Brady Boone, who was supposedly Billy Jack's cousin. So then Billy Jack made the save. Demolition beat up Billy Jack. And then Ken Patera came make the save and they beat up Ken Patera. So Ken Patera, he just started out, he came back to attack Bobby Heenan. Then he got injured. Then they just kind of put him down a car to team against Demolition. Then he was gone. So I guess he got that arm injury. So that kind of slowed everything down for Ken Patera, I guess. Picture Demolition doing their finisher on Brady Boone. I don't think he was Billy Jack Kane's real cousin. The night The Rock risked his career, Morocco made undying enemies of the Slickster's thugs. This is when superstar Billy Graham was wrestling Butch Reed, and then the one-man gang interfered, and they both jumped Billy Graham, but then Don Morocco made the save. Yeah, Don the Rock Morocco, the original Rock of the WWF. Don the Rock Morocco. Why Beefcake must humble Greg Valentine. This feud continued from when they were tag team partners. Then, of course, the Dream Team with the new Dream Team with Dino Bravo kicked Brutus Beefcake out the group. And now these two are feuding with each other. Beefcake and Valentine are now feuding with each other. Can Strikeforce hold out? The title is besieged from all sides. So Strikeforce winning the tag team champions. They got to defend against the former champs, the Hart Foundation and the Islanders, and Demolition, and the Dream Team, the new Dream Team. A rare glimpse at a giant. This is Andre the Giant in the Paris Cafe, and they didn't. The interviewers were supposed to interview Andre, but he was just mad and told him to get out. So they was able to only get that one picture of him. WWF Lowdown. The Islanders are out to provoke everyone they come up against. And talk about Sam Houston and Boris Zukov. And talk about how Boris Zukov's head is huge. They had to have a special tailor to make a hat for his head. WWF wrap up. Talk about when Honky Tonk Man shoved down Elizabeth on Saturday night's main event. Got a picture of Hulk Hogan and Brian Bosworth. Wrestler's rebuttal. Bobby the Brain Heenan replies to an article in the last issue on his secret plan to dethrone Hulk Hogan. Bobby said that's not true and it's a lie, and the magazine is a bunch of liars. Caught in the act. Mean Gene Okerlund wonders what it's like on the other side of the camera. And of course, the WWF ice cream bars, Jimmy Hart doing an advertisement for the WWF ice cream bars. Finally, WWF superstars even the mouth of the South can lick. So, WWF stretch wrestlers. Okay, this has been a review of the February 1988 issue of WWF Magazine. Thanks for watching.